gonna make him an offer again.
Of all the gin joints and all the towns and all the
can't
world.
handle the truth. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the
Frankly,
war
my dear, I don't give a damn.
This is where the fun begins.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Welcome, everybody, back to Multiplex Movie Melee. I'm your host, Payson the Cinemaster Johnson, and we have an exciting match in our singles division. We have John Maher going up against Erick Moreno, both these players marching their way towards the title. Last time we saw John, he had a very good victory over his own team partner, Will Cohen, the Your Milwaukee Bears. A civil war ended in John's victory. And last time we saw Erick, he had an insanely decisive win against Steve Mesa. I'm super excited for this match. On the desk with me is Dylan. Dylan, how are you feeling about it?
Feeling pretty good about it. You're lagging a little bit, but that's okay. We'll fix that one before we start. Yeah, I think it should be a good one. I think Erick has had like a really, really strong season this year in singles. And John the same way as well. I mean, like you said, just coming off the victory against Will Cohen in a great match there. It was a hard fought victory, and Erick, on the other hand, went up against Rookie of the Year for this season, probably in Steve Mesa, and got it done in pretty easily, I should say. Didn't even have to answer all of his questions in round two, so that was impressive there. Also, never mind. I'm not sorry for Will, but now that I remember it, the John versus Will match, not that competitive. So that was a dominant victory for John on his part too. Don't want to undersell him. So good credit to him there. I'm all over the place. Should be a good match though. I'm excited to see how it goes.
Absolutely. I say we start right into our match, starting with our first competitor tonight, Erick Moreno, accompanied by his manager, Ryko. Erick, you had a very decisive win in your last match. You were ahead going into your spin in round two. You spun a category you were good at and then said, nah, fuck that. I want to get my strength. You got your strength, and you knocked out Steve Mesa. Must be feeling pretty good going up against John. How are you feeling?
Feeling terrible because usually karma goes bad for me. Every time I have a win like that, I lose decisively the next one. Let's balance the karma.
Oh my God, Erick, you're one of the best goddamn players in this goddamn league. Okay, so he doesn't have any confidence. I do. And the cool thing is, last year we never ran into John or Dadling. Now all we're doing is playing either John or Will, and we're loving it because we love those guys and hate them at the same time. Whatever. Anyway, you got this, Erick. Karma schmarma, you're gonna beat this guy, even though
Don't
we
listen
like
to that karma. I need the wheel.
Yeah, the wheel. Come on.
That is fair. I see we have a pre-match interview with your opponent tonight, John Maher, accompanied by his manager, Aaron J. John, I know you said you wanted to see how Erick's room looked before the match. Looks pretty clean to me, but regardless of that, how are you feeling coming into tonight's match?
No, kudos to Erick for cleaning his room. Kudos to the puppeteers working Ryko. Those guys working extra hard under the table. Aaron, how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm very choked up about this match. I'm emotional about this match. I mean, it's really hard for me to get motivated to beat Erick here. He did, the world's good in the last match against player not to be named here. I'm not going to point out but it's like KOing that player is a way to my heart. So, but anyways, I'm going to focus on this match here. I'm getting ready to crumble here. I got to just collect myself. John, I am very proud of you. You have come so far. I don't even know what your specialty is at this point. I wouldn't even say you're a horror guy. Yes, both your strengths tonight have the word horror in them, but let's not box you in here. Anyways, Erick, you're also a horror guy. The only reason I feel confident is that room is spotless, and Erick has never beat me when I've managed against him when his room is clean. So I'm just saying it's over.
It's happened a lot. I don't know.
Yes. We're undefeated.
Round number one. Round one is going to work like this. Competitors will receive 8 questions in 8 general movie categories, each worth 1 point apiece. They will have 50 seconds to write their answer on the board, after which I will say pens down, and they will reveal their answers. I'll answer all 8 questions right. We'll receive a bonus question. Competitors get 3 repeats and 1 challenge they can use throughout the duration of the match. Competitors, any questions before we head into round number one? All right, your first question in the category of sci-fi fantasy. Ash defeats a demon in the final fight of Army of Darkness at what kind of establishment? You like this movie?
I do. I forgot to put it on my top 40, though. I also just watched this movie, a fun fact, with Jack Pinchuk on the screen in his car in a parking lot of a gas station.
What a life that trip was. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. I need to hear more about this. Eric, will go to you.
Supermarket. It's smart. Whatever. No, you didn't ask for the
And
name, so that's why it's in parentheses.
S-Mart is a department store because he works in hardware there.
A department store is correct, so I can only give it to John.
Yeah, I didn't know the right. Well, like I call Walmart supermarket like here, but it doesn't matter. That's a shame.
All right, so your next question will come in the category of drama. Which
Michael is asking to be brought in.
Oh yeah, sure. I didn't get into the question, so it's fine.
Okay, sorry. So you were saying that in Mexico you call them supermarkets?
Yeah, like department stores. I mean, it's used in the departamental, I guess.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you did write
it doesn't matter as
brackets. Okay.
No. Yeah, they didn't ask for the name. If I just gave the name, it wouldn't matter because they didn't ask for it. So I just had it because I knew exactly what it is, but I didn't know the proper name to call it.
It would not have counted. I would not have counted as.
No, that's what I said. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, this is tough because there is a language thing sometimes, so I don't know. I don't want to waste it because I know it's not. Okay, all right.
It's fine.
Okay,
not a winning challenge, probably.
No challenge. Dylan, hit him with our second question.
We'll come in the category of drama. Which 1990 film stars Gabriel Byrne, Albert Finney, and John Turturro?
Okay, so when you and Jack were canoodling in his car, and then you decided, let's Army of Darkness. Why?
Yeah.
Why not wait till you get back home?
So Adelaide's flight had gotten delayed, and while we were waiting for them, we didn't have enough time to go back to Jack's place, so we just found a random spot to sit and park and put on a movie.
That makes a lot more sense. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. John, will go to you.
Is that Barton Fink?
We will go to Eric.
I don't know, but that's also what I said. Barton Fink.
Barton Fink is close. We're looking for the Coen's previous film, Miller's Crossing.
Erased Miller's Crossing. God damn.
Oh, yeah. I'm also very mad about it. I also knew that. No.
Next question was category of comic book movies. Who directed the most movies to feature the Fantastic Four? I saw you guys saw one of these movies as well.
That's true. And I quite like it. Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff. 5,
4,
4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Eric, we will go to you.
Team Story.
And we will go to John.
Yeah, I remembered his name at the last second. Tim Story.
Tim Story is correct. Both players hitting that. Dylan, hit him with our next question.
Next question in the category of the 1990s. Name one of the 2 ways sharks are killed in Deep Blue Sea.
I wish I wasn't poor and I could afford a new computer, Dylan.
I get that. I feel the same way because my computer struggles to run one of these things as well.
It's hard out here. I just want a new computer. House is far in the fantasy world. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. John, will go to you.
I don't know how to describe it. Explosion, an exploding harpoon. The last one they kill it with, they shoot it and it blows up.
We'll go to Eric.
I used the word exploded.
We would have accepted either electrocution or explosion. So both players are going to be getting that. Looks like Dylan is saying it is an exploding harpoon. So cool.
Yeah.
Your next question will come to the category of Oscars. 1976's A Star is Born won what Oscar? I've seen this and the 2018 version, and I will say this is inferior to the 2018 version.
So I've heard. Like,
Incredibly meaningful.
really? So, like, what in
Yeah.
particular makes it bad? I guess we'll get to know in the next question.
Yeah, absolutely. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Eric will go to you.
Why not guess best original song?
And we will go to John.
I put adapted screenplay.
Best original song is correct, so Eric is going to hit that.
So your next question will come in the category of horror. Jensen Ackles stars in which 2009 horror film that's a remake of a 1981 film of the same name?
So, in the way that the 2018 one seems like your standard drama, but just has a lot of like class and like prestige to it, like it's really well directed. The 1976 one just doesn't have any of that, and feels like your standard Oscar bait movie.
I see.
5, 4, 3.
Better word. Why did you spit at your
1. Pens down, John.
board?
My Bloody Valentine 3D.
And we will go to Eric.
My Bloody Valentine.
I did not know it was 3D, but My Bloody Valentine is correct. Both players hitting that. Your penultimate question, category classics. Harakiri is set in what country? This is a fun title.
Yeah? Do you know what it means? Okay.
It probably happens in the movie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I specifically did not put an accent on it to give any hints. Eric will go to you.
Oh, thank goodness.
I played Mortal Kombat before, Japan.
And we'll go to John.
Really glad Pace didn't Harakiri it up. That's great.
Yeah, don't do that.
Japan is correct. Both players hitting that.
Then your final question, round number 1, will come in the category of the 2010s. In The Nice Guys, Holland is hired to find someone with what profession?
Yeah, I'm now in a leadership position here, so I really cannot get this channel canceled because it looks really, really bad. Like classy here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. John will go to you.
Actress.
And we will go to Eric.
Well, I also only said actress.
Actress is correct. So Dylan, after that, I have a tie game. Eric at 6, John at 6. Is that what you have?
That is what I have, yes.
All right, round number 1 is done, but anything happens moving to round number 2, also known as the wheel round. Cutters go to spin the wheel, which gets to receive 5 questions, whatever category they land on, each worth 2 points apiece. Check down the multiple choice. Devalues that question down to 1 point. They don't like when they spin for the first time. They are allowed to respin, but they must keep whatever they land on for that second spin. The categories that your competitors can spin tonight are recent release horror, which is John's strength, directed by Don Cascarelli, which is Eric's strength, as well as the general categories of 1970s biopics, horror, animation, coming of age / teen in 2010s. I didn't mention it, but stealing is available in this round. The game is tied, but John, you are the higher ranked competitor, so I'll bring your manager in. Would you like to spin first or defer?
We like this wheel. I think that we want to go second, so we know what we need to do.
Correct. We will defer.
All right, deferring. Then I will bring in Eric's manager.
He has a name.
And Eric, will be your first spin.
I appreciate that Cascarelli is correctly spelled this time.
You're welcome. And you land on the category of biopics. So to spin that, keep that, or spin again.
We discussed this, right? So are you going to go? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to spin again. We can do better than that.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Let's spin again.
All right, spin again. Then you must land on the category of coming of age / teen.
You got this.
I will go backstage.
Yeah, drop that inspirational speech backstage. Fuck that guy.
Okay. You give Eric his question in the category of coming of age / teen.
Sure.
I appreciate that. Yeah, much better for me.
Your
to
first
Dylan.
your first question in the category of coming of age / teen. In what 90s coming of age film does the main character cut the brakes of his principal's car in retaliation for damaging his bike?
The multiple
5,
choice.
4.
All right. Your options are A, My Own Private Idaho, B, Menace to Society, C, Rushmore, or D, Simon Birch. And, John, sorry, can we get both hands on screen? Yeah, you're good.
There yet.
That's better. Yeah.
Can you repeat the question?
Sure thing. That is your first repeat. Your question again. In what 90s coming-of-age film does the main character cut the brakes of his principal's car in retaliation for damaging his bike? Your options are A, My Own Private Idaho, B, Menace to Society, C, Rushmore, or D, Simon Birch.
I'm going to say C, Rushmore.
That is correct for 1 point.
Damn, I should have seen it by now. but I'm waiting to the discount in the Criterion for September or October,
It's good.
whatever.
You should watch it. Your next question. Who plays Beth Cooper in I Love You, Beth Cooper?
Hayden Panettiere.
That is correct for 2 points.
I've seen that poster. I've never seen that movie.
Your third question. In The Breakfast Club, Andrew competes in what high school sport?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, baseball, B, football, C, lacrosse, or D, wrestling.
Can you repeat the options?
Sure thing. That is your first repeat of the options. Is it A, baseball, B, football, C, lacrosse, or D, wrestling?
I'm going to say wrestling.
That is correct for 1 point.
Damn.
Figure it's bad. Don't say wrestling. John is going to say wrestling and be right because he loves wrestling.
I've also seen the movie.
No, I've seen it, but I didn't remember.
Your next question. In 2002's About a Boy, what is stolen from Marcus that ultimately reveals to his mother that Marcus and Will had been hanging out?
Damn it, Will Cohen. I've seen it. I'm going to blame him here. I've seen it because of him. Multiple choice.
Your options are A, a CD player, B, a watch, C, shoes, or D, sunglasses.
I say A.
That is incorrect for the 1 point steal. Is it A, CD player, B, watch, C, shoes, or D, sunglasses?
I haven't seen this movie, but I have read the book, but it was a long time ago. I'm going to say sunglasses.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for C, shoes.
Oh, that was the first one I took out. It's a shame.
Your final question in this category. In 2013's The Kings of Summer, who plays Joe's father, Frank Toy?
What was that? Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Stanley Tucci, B, Nick Offerman, C, Ray Stevenson, or D, Josh Duhamel.
Have another repeat of the options, right?
Yes.
Can I use it?
All right, that is your second repeat of the options. Is it A, Stanley Tucci, B, Nick Offerman, C, Ray Stevenson, or D, Josh Duhamel?
I'm going to say C.
C is unfortunately incorrect for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Stanley Tucci, B, Nick Offerman, C, Ray Stevenson, or D, Josh Duhamel?
Let's say Nick Offerman.
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
He's a dad. He looks like a dad.
Yeah, he plays a dad in another coming of age movie of the 2010s. So that's why I took him out. Like,
why
no,
not just use them? Play to the man's strengths.
Yeah.
All right, Dylan. So after that, I have Eric getting a score up to 10, but John with a steal getting a score up to 7. Is that what you have?
That is what I have, yes.
All right, then we'll bring the wheel back in for John's first spin. Wheel is being brought in, as well as his manager, Aaron. The spin is in the category of animation. John, would you like to keep that or spin again?
We don't hate it, but we're going to spin again, right, John?
Yeah, I don't hate it, but I will spin again.
Okay.
Everybody has to say that.
All right,
Right.
must be.
Category.
I know. I'm trying to put my full candidacy for manager of the year together here. We're gonna keep it.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that.
Milena, directed by Don Coscarelli. Eric Strength. Thank you, Dylan. I'm going to put Aaron backstage. John, I will be giving you your questions in the category directed by Don Coscarelli. Are you prepared?
Why do you keep saying Cascarelli? You hanging out with Menchaca too much? Coscarelli.
Coscarelli, yes.
Coscarelli. Your first question in the category directed by Don Coscarelli. How long after the events of the first film is Phantasm 2 set?
Six years.
That is incorrect. Eric, a chance for a 2-point steal.
7 years.
That is correct for 2 points.
He's 13 in the first movie. He's 19 in the second movie. I don't know. Aaron, what do you think I should do?
Would you like me to bring Aaron in?
Yeah, bring.
It's Al. Bring it.
Yeah. So you're saying he was 13 in the first one. And
They make a point to say he's 13 in the first movie. They make a point to say he's 19 in the second movie. So he'd be 20 if it's 7.
Do you remember if the movie like starts with a title card?
I don't know that much, but
Okay.
I do know that there's dialogue in the first movie.
You
where,
think-
where Jody says? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but if it's 7 years, someone can still be the same age within that. So,
If you're 13, 7 years later, you're always 20.
is that true? Okay, yeah, let's go ahead
And
and challenge that.
in Phantasm 2, he's
Yes,
19.
then let's challenge the continuity of the writers at worst.
Yeah.
That can get a question right. I would believe the writers of yes, we're going to challenge.
There's dialogue in both
Right
movies set to 6 years apart.
Challenge.
Is that a challenge?
All right, back from the challenge. We did some looking at the script. There isn't really an indication when the characters are talking about it being a rough 7 years if that includes the first film or not. So because of that, we are deciding that we are going to throw out the question and give John a new question. And he was going to be keeping his challenge. Game is right now 7-10 going into John's first question of round 2. So John, your new first question. How do Reggie's wife and kids die in Phantasm 2?
House fire.
That is incorrect. Eric, we will go to you for 2 points.
A house explosion.
House explosion is correct for 2 points.
Really?
Eric,
Are we gonna do this?
would you like me to bring Aaron in?
Yeah. The house is
Okay.
shown
Yeah,
on
that was
fucking
good.
fire, dude.
Come on, man.
In this one, what's his name? Mike has a vision of the gas.
Are you
like
challenging?
an explosion is
Yes.
not a proper fire. He
Yes.
says it's gonna explode or
We're
whatever.
challenging.
They die from. I would say they die. They die in the fire. They die in the fire. There's fucking fire. There's fire.
Is that a challenge?
What a match. All right, we are back from that challenge. Looking into it, we could not find an instance of a fire being involved with the explosion. Through Multiplex, we have declared that people dying in a fire and people dying in an explosion are two different things. So with that, Eric will be getting the 2-point steal. John will be losing his challenge. The score is 7-12 going into John's second question of the round. Your second question directed by Don Coscarelli. Who plays a divorcee named Cheryl in Survival Quest?
Catherine Keener.
That is correct for 2 points.
I didn't
Your
know she was
third.
divorced. All right, that's cool.
They did say
What
it
type
once.
of animal is Kodo in The Beastmaster?
Kodo is a ferret.
Ferret is correct for 2 points.
If you said weasel, I'd get on a fucking plane. Yeah.
Your penultimate question in the category of directed by Don Coscarelli. In Bubba Hotep, after Bull passes away, what specific possession of his does Elvis ask if he can keep?
His Purple Heart.
That is correct for 2 points. And the lead?
I said bold. I was like, who the fuck is bold?
Final question in the category of directed by Don Coscarelli. In John Dies at the End, what is the name of the drug that dumps the user into alternate dimensions?
Soy sauce.
And that is correct for 2 points.
You've written that question before.
I've written that question, I think, a couple times, yeah.
All right, so with that, Dylan, I have John getting a score up to 15, but Eric getting a steal, getting a score up to 12. Is that what you have?
That is what I have.
All right, but anything as we moved to round number 3, also known as the Pick Your Poison round, where the match competitors went back and forth drafting categories. They'll appear in this round. Now they will go back and forth once again drafting categories they would like to answer questions from. The categories your competitors drafted were animation, recent releases, directors, action adventure, musicals, 1990s, family, and horror. Your competitors will draft their categories right now. All right, your competitors have drafted their categories. Eric, you are behind. What would you like for your 1-pointer?
I'll take musicals for 1.
Your 1-pointer in the category of musicals. The Sound of Music takes place in what country?
Austria.
That is correct for 1 point.
Really hoping
All
you're
right.
the same mistake I made.
Yeah.
But you are still behind. What would you like for your 2-pointer?
I think family.
All right, your 2-pointer in the category of family. What kind of dog is the titular character in Beethoven?
Saint Bernard.
That is correct for 2 points.
That's the Cujo prequel, isn't that?
Yeah.
Tying the game up, so we are going to go back to John. John, what would you like for your 1-pointer?
Action adventure.
All right, then your question in action/adventure. What is the subtitle to the 4th Mission Impossible film?
Oh boy. I hope I don't mix them up. Rogue Nation?
It's unfortunately incorrect. We are looking for Ghost Protocol.
Oh, okay. So
If I had a penny for every time I played John and a Mission Impossible question happens, I'll have 2 pennies, which is weird that it happened twice.
90s.
Right?
All right, so game is still tied, but John, you do still have more questions, so we're going to stick with you. What would you like for your 2-pointer?
90s.
Your question in the category of the 1990s. What 90s film centers on a young boy attempting to break out a killer whale from an aquarium?
Free Willy.
That is correct for 2 points.
Thank God.
So we are going to go back over to Eric. Eric, what would you like for your 3-pointer?
Big animation. R.I.P. Michael Madsen.
All right, winner in the category of animation. There it is. What type of plant is the title character first discovered inside of in the Tale of the Princess Kaguya? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your second repeat in the category of animation. What type of plant is the title character first discovered inside of in the Tale of the Princess Kaguya?
Great movie. Should see it again. I'm going to say a lily.
That is unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for bamboo. Bamboo is what we were looking for. So with that, it all comes down to this. Eric must hit his 4-pointer in the category of directors to stay in the game. If he hits it, he sends the game back over to John to answer some more questions. If he misses it, John wins the game. Eric, your 4-pointer in the category of directors. Who directed Mississippi Burning, Bugsy Malone, and Evita?
Alan Parker.
is correct for 4 big points.
Nice.
All right, Eric getting a score up to 19. John remaining at 17. So, John, we're going to go back to you for your 3-pointer. Either of these questions can win you the game. John, what would you like for your 3-pointer?
Aaron, should I do horror now or do recent releases first? I don't even know. Recent releases.
All right. Your 3-pointer in the category of recent releases. In The Apprentice, what gift does Donald Trump give to Roy Cohn for his birthday, which Cohn discovers is not nearly as expensive as Trump claims that it is?
I don't know this. A watch.
That's unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for cufflinks. Cufflinks is what we were looking for. All right, so it does all come down to this. John must hit his 4-pointer in the category of horror to stay in the game. If he hits it, he wins the match. If he misses it, Eric wins the match. Dylan, I totally just stole that 3-pointer from you.
That's okay.
So you take I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
Challenge.
Your 4-pointer in the category of horror. In 2012's Maniac, Frank Zito owns a business that restores what?
Mannequins.
And your winner, John Maher, Mannequins is correct. 21-19. Gonna put players backstage to talk with my co-host. Dylan, long match, but I'll be honest, hell of a game, very close the entire match. John, both players hitting their 4-pointer. What are your thoughts on tonight's match?
Yeah, really great match. I mean, yeah, John continues this very impressive run that he's been on recently. He's just been playing at the top of his game. 21 points, great score. And yeah, even with, some, it reminds me a lot of a lot of the last time these two teams faced, which was in teams. And there was some controversial calls there too. But just like in that match, the team that got the rough end of the controversial calls ended up winning that match. And John had some tough calls go his way this time, and he still won despite of it. So I think that's cool. But yeah, great match overall. And yeah, just impressive stuff from John there, doing that in his opponent's strength. As obviously we've seen many players get just completely just fall apart and whenever they spend their opponent's strength. So kudos to John for doing really good, and Don Coscarelli.
That is some great insight, Dylan. That's why they pay you the big bucks. I always say we start right with post-match review, start with our unfortunate second-place finisher tonight. Eric, this has been an incredible run for you this year, and you answered your 4-pointer. You took it to the wire. Still, at the end of the day, you did lose. Probably not feeling the greatest. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I can feel too bad. I have a lot more time now to watch the Studio Ghibli movies, which I should rewatch at some point. I love all those movies, and there's now 2 questions I haven't hit of those. One, after I lost, always goes back to where it all started wrong, and it all started wrong in Army of Darkness, which is on me. It's not on the call or whatever. I should remember that a department store is what that type of story is called. That would have given me the lead into round 1. I would have spun second. I would have gotten Coscarelli, and blah, 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 blah. And it's a whole deal. But John earned his win. That was a tough 4-pointer I wouldn't have gotten. And he did what he had to do in Don Coscarelli. I took a risk there. I knew this was a category that he could study, and he has written many questions before. I didn't have time to prepare one of my own that was more against him, so I played more to my strengths, and it didn't pay off, but that's okay. He played fantastic, and looking forward to whatever he does next. Raiko?
Oh, I'm just going to say, yeah, it all came down to being tied and the wheel spins. Otherwise, fantastic game. John's a great competitor. It is very tense going against him when there's challenges. I will not deny that. But otherwise, Eric, no, this is very close. Great pull on Alan Parker. I was like, yeah. But hey, you're ending you're ending the season on a win, like a winning percentage. I think so. Yeah. And now, technically, you're gonna play next year, but we still got teams left, so let's do that. Let's kick some
no time to watch the Ghiblis. Damn it.
Yeah,
no, you gotta study for our
watch other
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are still in teams, but it does put an end to your singles run this year. When you do come back next year, Eric, who would you like to play?
I would say the same. I would like to play Sam or Tom. I think Tom is around the same record. I don't know. I don't know the records that well. Who else is around the area? I'd like to play Tisto. He seems a lot of fun. We both enter very self-deprecated.
Say Will. Say Will.
I'm gonna say Will because the other day he left me hanging in another type of match. He was gonna be my manager and he left. But he didn't left. He didn't even show up. I didn't need him. That's fine. Let's play Will. He is around the record, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but we've been playing each other all the time. Might as well just keep doing it.
yeah, why not?
Gonna put you guys backstage. It's always fun to see you guys as we head to the post-match reviews with our winner tonight, John Maher. John, I've said this before about you. You are one of the best studiers I think we have in this entire game. And once again, I think you proved that tonight by almost sweeping Erick's category. Must be feeling pretty great. Hitting that 4-pointer in horror. Again, probably feeling through the roof right now. How are you feeling after tonight's game?
I feel pretty good. I mean, I'm not trying to say like your journalism's bad, but like it's Don Coscarelli. I've seen Phantasm like a billion times. Dylan's run Don Coscarelli like 18 times in my league, so I've had to write about 100 questions for Dylan. So like Don Coscarelli, not that it was a bad choice by Eric, it's a great choice. I love Don Coscarelli. His first 2 films are after school special kind of garbage. You can avoid those. Everything else, bangers. But yeah, I was happy to see that because it actually meant I had less studying to do. And I didn't even get to Phantasm 2, but I vividly remembered all those explosions.
Yeah, you raged back like a house explosion. And then after that, tough break there. As I said, if that was me, I would have crumbled like the Wicker statue behind me. And my favorite house explosion ever, which is from the Wicker Man.
That is a house.
I don't know about you guys. Challenge.
He's definitely living in it.
Anyways, I beat that dead into the ground. I'm really happy with how you played tonight. You can play better as a manager of the year candidate for the year of our Lord 2025. I do feel like you can play a lot better. You got to slow down a little bit, maybe a little less, getting distracted by, the opponent and what they're saying and, just focusing a little.
Raiko's just a horrible person. I
know. I get it. But we're going to deal with other horrible people.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
A lot of horrible people in this league that we have to deal with, including whoever's next.
Well, the next person you're playing is not a horrible person, but they are a fairly scary competitor, in my opinion. John, you're going to be playing another person with the initials of JM, Jake Marangoni. How are you feeling going into that match against Jake?
I don't know. You know what? I think it's time we rip the Band-Aid off of this. Like, there's been like bullshit perpetuated, even back in the Kingsman chat, that Jake Marangoni is attractive. I was just lying to go along with that bullshit. I was just placating Spence the whole time. Wow. Jake is ugly as fuck, and I'm going to kick this shit out of him.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Fight words. I'm going to put everyone backstage as I put a nice bow on it. Dylan, there are 3 major things that I want to say, and I'm just going to make sure I don't forget them. One, if we ever ask, how does Christopher Lee's character die in The Wicker Man, and you say explosion, no. 2, Jake Marangoni is not unattractive. I would smooch that man. And 3, for the love of God, I hope we never see a combination of your Milwaukee Bears and Blaine Canada ever playing again. But on behalf of John, on behalf of Eric, on behalf of Aaron, on behalf of Ryko, on behalf of everyone here at Multiplex Movie Melee, I'm Pace the Cinemaster Johnson. That's Dylan Van Thine. Where
we're going, we don't need roads.
In case I don't see you.
I'm going to go home and sleep with my wife.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.